Jeremy Lockhorn, VP of Emerging Media at Razorfish. Razorfish is one of the largest digital marketing and technology companies in the world. We're part of the Publicis group, and our clients look to us to help them solve hard business problems with technology. Whether it's reinventing a brand, building a new product from scratch, helping them to execute across media programs across digital media channels. They look to us to help them with those kinds of things. And our involvement with digital signage and why we're here today is kind of comes from two directions. On one hand, we help our clients plan, buy, and execute digital media programs across all digital channels, including digital signage. So we're media buyers. And then the second direction is we also build experiences across all digital channels, again, across all digital channels for our clients, right? So whether it's a website or a mobile application or, an ad or a digital signage experience, we do all of those things for the clients. So that's why we're here. It's certainly evolving, yeah. I mean, it's an exciting time. There's lots of shifts in terms of the technology and the possibilities. I think it's been really interesting to watch natural user interface evolve. It probably started about 5 years ago with touch, and we're already starting to see it move to gesture and voice and other kinds of much more intuitive ways to interact with things. And I think that's really exciting, and it's certainly one of the things that I've seen change on the show floor at DSE over the last few years. I think we're kind of in a maturation period. We're probably not in infancy, but we haven't gotten to a full scale, right? We haven't gotten to a sort of a full established industry. It's still kind of, for us, it still sits very much in our kind of emerging group, which is why I'm here. It remains kind of in an exciting space, and that maturation period is really, that's what gets me excited about it, because there's an opportunity for us to have an impact on the industry and to help sort of guide a lot of these guys that are trying to figure out, where they should be placing their bets. There's definitely a push and a pull. Sometimes the client will come to us with a request, like, I want to do something in this space. Help me figure out, what I should be doing and how I should be doing it. And other times, we'll just get an experience brief or a campaign brief, and we'll be the ones that are bringing the signage idea forward. Well, yeah, I mean, that's one of the reasons that I like coming to these shows, like DSE. It helps me to find the out-of-home networks, whether they're established or just getting started. They all tend to be here, and it's great to be able to meet with them. So that's one way to find them. And we do a lot of public speaking exactly for that purpose, to try and get exposed to these kinds of networks and not just the networks either. Other kinds of technologies and partners that can help us build experiences as well. It's pretty hard to ignore the impact of mobile in this space. And it's not new. It's been going on for a couple of years, and you see it kind of everywhere on the DSE floor. Increasing integration of mobile and digital signage. I think we're just scratching the surface. The kinds of things that are being done today are fairly basic, and it feels to me that there's a huge opportunity there that we'll see evolve over the next few years. So that's one thing that I've seen on the DSE floor that has kind of wowed me. And then I think the other thing, as I was mentioning before, is this evolution of natural user interface in terms of both touch technology, which has been around for a while, but also again moving to gesture and voice as new ways to interact. That's one of the reasons that we come to DSE, is to meet with people, and get exposed to new partners and new networks. It's exciting to just have the opportunity to have conversations about the space and compare notes and make some predictions about where things are headed and place some bets. Yeah, so the caliber of the attendees here is fantastic. Yeah, sure. So I moderated a session about mobile and digital signage integration. And the title, I think we might have won for the longest title in the entire education program. It was something like mobile and digital signage integration. It doesn't have to be social, it just has to work. So huge title, right? But so, we explored, the trick with mobile and digital signage integration is that there's so many options, right? There's text messaging, there's QR codes, there's NFC up and coming, there's image recognition, on and on and on, right? And I think for brands and for network operators and everybody in this space, it can be challenging to kind of navigate what's the right method to use. And so, the session really focused on helping people to navigate that. So we had, I gave a quick little intro, just kind of setting the stage, and then we had 3 different people. We had Nikki from RSR Research, Chuck from RMG, and Chris, formerly from eCast, and they all talked about their mobile integrations and sort of that they've been seeing in different verticals. So Nikki talked about retail, Chuck talked about places where their screens are, like airplanes and executive lounges and that kind of thing. And then Chris had some great insights from eCast efforts. It's a good question. Yeah, there were some really good questions. A lot of the discussion kind of centered around pricing, which I thought was interesting. Like, how do you, as a network operator, how do you think about pricing mobile integration? And I think by and large, there's no consistent answer for it yet. Back to the point of we're still in kind of a maturation phase in the signage industry. And I think you'll continue to see experimentation with different models over the next few years until we kind of figure it out. But so that was one of the big questions from the session. I'm Jeremy Lockhorn, VP of Emerging Media at Razorfish. I'm at Digital Signage Expo. Sign up, sign on, it's all here.